They're off and running now. Getaway Girl and Gold Cash bounce quickly. Away OK on the outside of those is Sober Surprise. Auntie Mary beaten for speed now. Getaway Girl crossing over quickly. Goes up with Queen of Canvas there. The leaders now from further back Jazzy Joe. Sober Surprise, Gold Cash, Skidoo back on the inside of Frontier Girl. Impulsive about midfield. Then outside at Auntie Mary. Two further back Clicko, Silent Tempo and Conwack. Nearly a line of three now up on the inside of the 600 Queen of Canvas and Getaway Girl. Jazzy Joe being ridden along back third, 2 lengths further back Gold Cash, Sober Surprise travelling up fifth, 2 lengths further back then Impulsive, followed by Skidoo, Auntie Mary midfield from Clicko, Silent Tempo and further back Conwack and dropping out Frontier Girl on the bend they race. Getaway Girl put its head in front over Queen of Canvas, Sober Surprise coming out them and Jazzy Joe there in the middle, Gold Cash and Skidoo back on the inside, then Impulsive and further back Auntie Mary, Silent Tempo out wide, Sober Surprise hit the front out in the centre, got away from Getaway Girl, then Impulsive and Auntie Mary with a late run, but Sober Surprise first up is home, kicked away 2 or 3 in front of Auntie Mary and Impulsive, and Sober Surprise 2 lengths Auntie Mary, a length and a half third in the race is Impulsive, then Silent Tempo Skidoo, then further back Clicko, Getaway Girl, Conwack, further back Jazzy Joe, a gap in the race Queen of Canvas, Gold Cash, and Frontier Girl last of all.
Number 5 Sober Surprise 430 and 190, 2 Auntie Mary 250 and 7 Impulsive 270.
5 Sober Surprise to pay $9.50 and in fact that hasn't come up with the right dividend. Here we go. Number 5 Sober Surprise $4.70 and $1.80. Number 2 Auntie Mary to pay $2.50 and number 7 Impulsive place dividend $2.80. Arriving at the start of the Gold Coast Race 4, 1 Royal Rego update.
Racing now. Beautiful start. The favourite Moss Rocket, one of the best out. Our Lance and Zephyrs jumped into stride well. Not far back is Chlorophyll and the same for Legal Agent. Then Stork. A length further back the Boss on the outside of Mansell Bay. Renoki Boy, Future King and Social Rule is the last horse. Down the side 7.50 to go and Moss Rocket is the leader. He got away nearly a length on Zephyrs. Third is Our Lance, a length and a half Chlorophyll. 2 Legal Agent around Mansell Bay. 1 the Boss, a length Stork and then Renoki Boy. 2.5 Future King and a length further back is Old Social Rule. In the missile they travel to the corner. The topical tip in the missile is Moss Rocket and the Rocket first for home, more than a length on Zephyrs. Third is Chlorophyll, followed by Our Lance. Legal Agent has made up some ground and 2 further back Mansell Bay, Stork and the Boss. Rob Thompson goes for Moss Rocket and the big chestnut is responding. Legal Agent is after him now and then Our Lance. Thompson gets desperate on Moss Rocket. Legal Agent is coming at him. Legal Agent almost level with Moss Rocket and then Our Lance. Legal Agent in front. Our Lance comes at him. Legal Agent beat Our Lance and Moss Rocket from Future King and Eyecatcher, then Mansell Bay, followed by Renoki Boy, Zephyrs, a gap of 2 lengths Social Rule, then Chlorophyll, Stork and the Boss was last.
2 Legal Agent $10.80 and $2.40. Number 6 Our Lance to return $2.60 and 1 Moss Rocket $1.20.
$1.70 and $2. Number 6 Our Lance, what a good run by him. Number 6, he's a great horse, fresh, $3.10. And weakening to third, number 1 Moss Rocket, Rob Thompson has paid $1.20. Legal Agent, what a great credit he is to his trainer Pat Quinn. Been plagued with problems over a long span. He's now 7. He's had corns. He's had, you name it. He's had it. By Spectacular Spy from She's the Verdict. Prepared up at Belmont Park. Grosswold by Pat Quinn for the Spillane Syndicate, managed by Pat's wife Gwen and Mr. N. And Legal Agent having his 30th start. And of course... It's not many runs for a 7-year-old, is it? 8 wins, a second and 7 thirds. Numbers 2, 6, 1. Our Lance second, like the winner, he's a 7-year-old. He's a chestnut gelding by Proud Knight from Lions Gold, trained by Mel Eggleston. So Mel's gone within a narrow margin of training a double here today, Bet Big earlier. And this particular gelding race is in the same interests as Bet Big Our Lance. Kevin Forrest, a great run. And Moss Rocket, a weakening third, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Rory's Jester, Lycan Lady, Kevin Burns, Broadmeadow, Rob Thompson. You know, when you think about it, where were the Sydney trained horses in that? Not many of them. We only had Social Rule from Randwick. He's old enough to vote. We had Stork from Warwick Farm, and obviously in need of the run. And Future King, which was a beauty. It got home for an official 4th placing. Future King, so he's a horse that has a lot of ability. 2-6-1 on the 6th event of the day, the Missile, in a good finish, a neck by a long neck. A neck by a long neck. The time was 1:03.99 on a track not conducive to fast times today. 1:03.99 is a good run. It's only 0.63 outside Joanne's race record, and 34.36 was the sectional time. 34.36, a neck along neck. Numbers 10 and 5 respectively for 4th and 5th, Future King and Mansell Bay. Quinella 69.30, Exacta 169.40, and the trifecta $243.20. Another big one for Darren Beedman. Back-to-back missiles for D. Beedman.
Race 6.
They're off and running this time. Came out in a good line too. Le Capitan, the gamble, bounced quickly with Knightly Sword. Williams and Passmaster are coming around the outside on the early point from Tar Bob. Grand Andre. Further back, Mr. Zig, and then wins a Raffamore Dry Show. Further back in the race then came Sky Gazer, Waiter's Eyes. Back second to last in the race, Majestic Ice and Big Hug. Le Capitan in front up to the 12.50, led by a length and a half now. 2 on the outside, Passmaster on the fence, Knightly Sword. 2 lengths further back, the gamble. 1.5 then to Williams on the inside. Grand Andre from Tar Bob, Mr. Zig. Further back, Raffamore just on midfield, Dry Show from Windsor. Then Sky Gazer 2 to Waiter's Eyes, Big Hug, and last of all Majestic Ice. Le Capitan is galloping freely in front, out 2 lengths in front of the 8.50 now from Passmaster on the fence. Knightly Sword 1 to the gamble 4th. 2 further back in the race then came Grand Andre from Williams, followed by Mr. Zig. They're followed further back by Dry Show, improving now from Raffamore. Windsor out deep from Tar Bob, Sky Gazer. 3 further back in the race, Big Hug from Waiter's Eyes and Majestic Ice. 600 metres to go. Le Capitan ahead in front of Passmaster, length into the gamble. They're followed by Knightly Sword, Grand Andre, and then Dry Show pulled around Williams, and further back was Raffamore. Le Capitan on the inside with Passmaster when they turned. 2 lengths further back, the gamble, a length and a half to Dry Show. Grand Andre back in the middle, straightening up. Passmaster got up to Le Capitan. Sky Gazer stayed to the rail. Then the gamble, and further back is Dry Show, followed by Grand Andre. Passmaster in front of Le Capitan. Back behind them, Grand Andre from Dry Show. The grey, the gamble out wide. Passmaster in front, laying in a little from Le Capitan back inside it. Then Dry Show starting to lift, and so is the gamble outright. Passmaster in front. Passmaster will get home. Passmaster wins. The gamble second, a nose, Dry Show third, and a nose fourth, Grand Andre from Le Capitan back to the rail. Then Windsor and further back, Mr. Zig. A gap in the race further back, Waiter's Eyes from Williams. They're followed further back by Big Hug, and then Majestic Ice. Well back in the race, Tar Bob, Sky Gazer, Knightly Sword, and Raffamore back at the tail.
Winner number 5, Passmaster, 27.40 and 6.50 over 12. The gamble at $2.80, and 8 Dry Show 1.80.
Anniversary Cup, and near the inside, St. Lana.